Peace, family. Welcome back to the Campaign TV show. Welcome, family. This is your brother, King Cam. I just want to say thank you all to everybody that's going to be tuning in tonight. Oh, let me mute the phone. But welcome back to the Campaign TV show. We have had a beautiful week, beautiful weekend, impacting so many people, and just really, just representing these teachings to help bring life to the dead, help give the dead life is what our mission is. So thank you for tuning in to the Campaign TV show, and I want you to do a few things. As you come in from YouTube, I need you to hit that like button. I need you to subscribe, and I need you to hit that bell, stay notified each and every time we drop a video. Then what I also need you to do is I need you to on Facebook, I need you to get interactive on the comment section. I need you to share, and I need you to push as much traffic from the network that you have to this podcast that we have in the day, family. So those are the instructions. I hope everybody got the instructions so that we can hear and obey, and it's gonna be beautiful. So we got to open up with our intro song. Shout out to my brother Ben X for the 400 years in the minister. We're going to open up like that, and then we're going to get right into our show with our special guest today, Sister Kierra Sade. So here we go.
You don't tell the white man that you're willing to go back and cut no underbrush. We already did that once. If we have to do it again, that's not progress. Hell no. Get out of the cities and the towns that we helped you build. Go and find some other state to move in. You move out, we move in. Now wait a minute. You say, oh, come on, Farrakhan, that's a pipe dream. Well, damn, you better put it in your pipe then.
400 years we've been lacking reacting. And the more lacking we acting, we standing up now, we up at it, we at you. Now I go get it and stack it. Waking up now, we don't need no more trapping. Cause we know these niggas acting. They talk about guns, we know that they capping. We know they got it all rapping. 400 years we've been lacking reacting. And the more lacking we acting, we standing up now, we up at it, we at you. Now I go get it and stack it. Waking up now, we don't need no more trapping. Cause we know these niggas acting. They talk about guns, we know that they capping. We know they got it all rapping. The youth don't need a stunt double. Introduce them to the real thing. Gotta tell them about the hidden hand. Real talk, that's the real pain. Introduce you to the white man. Think you made it, that's the real pain. Then I let you see a white snake and you can't see they the same thing. Get your bread, yeah, build your business. Hidden hand in the same lane. Keep a slaves in a small cell. Tell a young nigga bang bang. Shoot first, ask questions later. Two brothers in the same game. Fuck that like fuck crack. Big dog like a great Dane. 400 years we've been lacking reacting. And the more lacking we acting, we standing up now, we up at it, we at you. Now I go get it and stack it. Waking up now, we don't need no more trapping. Cause we know these niggas acting. They talk about guns, we know that they capping. We know they got it all rapping. 400 years we've been lacking reacting. And the more lacking we acting, we standing up now, we up at it, we at you. Now I go get it and stack it. Waking up now, we don't need no more trapping. Cause we know these niggas acting. They talk about guns, we know that they capping. We know they got it all rapping. 400 years in a living hell. Break chains, gotta break free. Do for self like Elijah said. Fire him before he fire me. Eat good, he the man of God. Ain't falling for the vaccine. Up late, playing plotting freedom. Still building, no caffeine. Better tune in to Farrakhan, cause this here is a marathon. Build now, getting real now. Witness the fall of Babylon. Black man, you the first man. Getting tricked by mankind. If we unite and rise up, we'll win every damn time. 400 years we've been lacking reacting. And the more lacking we acting, we standing up now, we up at it, we at you. Now I go get it and stack it. Waking up now, we don't need no more trapping. Cause we know these niggas acting. They talk about guns, we know that they capping. We know they got it all rapping. 400 years we've been lacking reacting. And the more lacking we acting, we standing up now, we up at it, we at you. Now I go get it and stack it. Waking up now, we don't need no more trapping. Cause we know these niggas acting. They talk about guns, we know that they capping. We know they got it all rapping.
Pay me for my pain, yeah, pay me for my tears. Pay me reparations for all 400 years. All my people struggled and all my people feel. And now we come and taking everything while we give it some.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, family, welcome to the Campaign TV show again. We're having trouble streaming feedback. Hold on, let me see what's going on. We're having some technical issues. This may be an issue on Facebook. And is it possible the stream was ended or deleted on Facebook? We'll keep trying. Okay. Just remove this destination from the browser. It's never been re-added. All right, hold on. We're having a little issue. Remove. Hold on. All right, now we're gonna re-add it. All right, there we go. Sister Kierra Sade, how you doing, ma'am?
I'm amazing. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you loud and
Awesome.
clear.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Yes, ma'am. So,
Amazing. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, and thank you for joining us. We had a little technical difficulty on Facebook, so I am trying to get it back up on Facebook real quick, um, so we can get the people in here. But we still on YouTube. We still are live on YouTube. So the YouTube family, just hold tight with us. Bear with us for a second. We're trying to get the family back in here over from Facebook because
Let me see how you share it on Facebook.
the stream had got deleted. All right, here we go. Got it back up. So boom. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Oh, so all of my Facebook family, if you're coming back in, share, 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 comment, get active in the comment section so we can make sure that we getting as many people into this feed as as possible. For some reason, we was deleted, so I need y'all help to push this out so we can go against those algorithms, family. Actually, we want to go with the algorithm and get as many people tapped into this as possible. So, all right. So we are back on Facebook. Let me see. All right, family. All right, all right, all right. So listen, Facebook family, what I need you to do is I need you to go out. I need you to share. I need you to like it. Okay, brother Bradford, thank you, sir. You said Facebook is back. So what I need you to do is share. Please share, um, and get this to as many people as possible, family. All right, Sister Desiree, wa alaikum salam, ma'am. So we got some people coming in. Thank you, brother Bradford, for letting us know that it's back. Everybody that's watching, please share, get this out. So we're not gonna waste no more time with that. We got a special guest that's gonna be sitting in here with us today, uh, and she goes by the name of Sister Kierra Sade, and she is working extremely hard in these internet streets, as my sister King Ashley Ann likes to say, on these internet streets. You know, these Instagram streets. And I've been watching my sister for some time, and her just dedication to putting out good content, her knowledge of creating content, entrepreneur, uh, different things like that. So I had to bring my sister on the show because she shows up every day on Instagram, even if she doesn't want to or doesn't feel like it. That's kind of the life of us entrepreneurs, and putting out content. So, I thought her story was unique. I wanted to bring her on to share her story with us here. And without further ado, I'm going to give it over to Sister Kierra Sade, and you can introduce yourself to the family.
Oh, well, thank you so much. First of all, I want to thank you for having me on here. It's an honor for you to trust me with your platform, to trust me in front of your platform, to pour into them and bring value to your audience. So, as Brother King Cam has stated, I'm Kierra Sade like Shmoney, and I help small business owners learn how to grow and monetize their Instagrams organically. I especially cater to those with a small audience because I truly believe that you don't have to be popular in order to be profitable. You just need to be persistent with your platform. So, me, myself, I started a whole new Instagram page last year from my personal page. My personal page has over 60,000 Instagram followers. And I decided, to shut it down, or it's still there, but I don't use it. Start a whole new page fresh and build it from the ground up and monetize it, because there's so many people stuck in the mindset that you got to have all these followers. You got to have 1,000 followers, 10,000 followers, 100,000 followers to be able to monetize your Instagram. And it's completely false. I was able to start monetizing my Instagram just 2 months after growing it with only 232 followers, right? We
Wow.
always hear and scream and say it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality, but we never live up to it. So that's who I am in a nutshell. Retired stripper. I came from, the only thing I knew was how to shake my butt,
Yes,
climb a
ma'am.
pole, get some dollars. You know what I'm saying? And that's, or so I thought, that's all I knew. I learned how to market when I was in there, and that is what I teach. I teach marketing strategies, tried and true and tested strategies from in the club, and I bring it out here to the business world, because at the end of the day, that's all the strip club is. It's just a business. You know, it's a different type of a business entity.
Absolutely. And I think that's very important, sister Kierra, because you know you actually shed a lot of light and can speak to a lot of what happens inside of the strip club. And I thought that was one of the unique parts of your story, because you was actually able to go into the strip club and then come out of it learning something, taking some substance from what you knew, and then applying it to business. So could you just talk about the atmosphere and some of the ways that you were able to just utilize the networking and utilize building relationships with certain people, and then bring it over to business so that you can monetize on social media?
So let me understand your question. I did there wasn't a particular, there were not like particular people that I brought from the strip club over here um into the business world. There are still relationships that I created, and people that I connected to when I was in that world, people who booked me for parties. Obviously these people who were booking me for parties were already in a business mindset, because they knew that bringing me would bring value to their audience.
Right.
For
Right.
instance,
Okay.
that's you know,
Yes,
let
ma'am.
me book her because she's a showstopper. If I book her, that's going to help me make money because I'm bringing value to my audience. I like to use examples like that to break down how um, how important it is to bring value to your audience and not be competing all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially somewhere where you don't compare, right? That's like you saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna bring Sister Kiera on here because she gonna take from my audience." No,
Right.
the point is to give, you right? The point is to give to your audience.
Absolutely.
The point is to bring value to your audience. So I like to use things like that, things like standing out in a set, what people love to call a saturated market. I don't believe in a saturated market.
Mm-hmm.
God only made one you. So therefore you
That's right.
can't, the market can never be saturated with you. There's only one you, right? There's a lot of people doing and selling the same thing that you're selling, but you got to figure out what makes you different, right? And for me in a strip club, that was tearing the pole down.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't many girls in there able or willing to learn how to do something other than shake that
Yes, ma'am.
butt.
Oh, I seen the lives. I know how you do
Right.
it. I see how
So
you teach.
yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's about really, in business, it's all about not looking to the side of you, the left of you, worried about what everybody else doing. Everybody sell bundles. Everybody sell credit repair. Everybody trying to teach people how to do crypto. Everybody. It's not about that. If you honestly, if you see everybody doing it, it's because they making some money from it, and you need to figure out, why people should want to work with you.
Absolutely. And that's so key, because what you're talking about is being able to integrate some of the things that you learn in the strip club and then apply it to growing on social media. So if anybody have been following me or follow my social media platforms, I teach and talk about growing on social media organically. And I thought, like you said, you took your personal page that's already at 60K and decided to create a whole nother page and grow it up from scratch. So I think that's important, and it's a test of your actual skills, right? Because if I can do it one time, I can do it again. So could you talk to us about the mindset of leaving the strip club? Like, what was your mindset as far as like what was your exit strategy, and how did you know that you wanted to come online and that you could become a coach and entrepreneur on social media?
Oh man, my exit strategy was God just snatched me up out of there, because I didn't have one. I would still be there if it was up to me,
Yes,
So, me, my exit strategy was, okay, become a bartender, right, inside the strip club, like,
Oh, that was the exit. That was the exit from the pole to the bar. We just gonna leave
right.
it.
As do most of us, though. Most of
Hmm.
us go from one state. We go from on one side of the counter to the other side of the counter. You know what I'm saying? We just flop counters, and it's no different. But what I had to do was I had to move. I had to leave. I had to get uncomfortable. I was comfortable in my city, the city of Detroit, where I was born and raised. I was comfortable there. So I had to leave. I had to go move with my father, get away from everybody that I knew, get away from the comfortability, drop some friends. Um,
That's right.
and I had to put my head down. I knew that I wanted to be online because when I initially moved, I looked online to find help. Right, I was looking like where can I find help? I'm in a city that I don't know about. I ain't about to just go out there and walk the streets and say, hey, can somebody help me build a business? I started looking online and I'm like, this seems pretty dope. I could do this. I study this day in, day out. And, people have always told me I've been an inspiration. I'm really good at business. I could start a business. I've
Mm,
started several businesses of those that I had no passion behind. So I think it's very important for those of you who are building businesses or looking to start to build a business is to make sure that you're passionate about the business. I know a lot of people teach, oh, you don't have to be passionate about it, but if you want some type of longevity, and you're going to continue to do it even when you don't feel like it, as Brother King Cam stated initially, there are times when I show up when I don't feel like it, but it's my passion. It's how much I love what I do that makes me go beyond my feelings of not feeling like it and still continuing to show up. So fast forward, the pandemic broke. I got a job. I got a job as a flight attendant, and they were like, everybody's gonna get laid off. I'm like, this is the first real job I had. I'm like, about to get laid off already. Like, I
right.
can't, one step forward, 10 steps back. What's
right.
going on?
Right. Yes,
But
ma'am.
it was then when I was like, this is why I've never had a job because I don't feel comfortable. Women need a sense of security. I
Mm,
don't feel secure in letting somebody else dictate whether they need me or not,
right.
right?
Yes,
Especially
ma'am.
with the value that I bring to the marketplace. Wherever I decide to step foot in, I'm going to bring value. I'm going to bring my best. If I'm going to go to a job and work a job, I'm going to bring 110%.
Mm,
So I just started. I was like, let me get online. It was like I said, it was middle of a pandemic. Everybody's trying to figure out how to grow online, how to make money online. Da 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 da. I'm like, I
right.
mean, this is easy. I did this before.
Mm.
Why don't I just teach it? And that's how I got started.
Wow, wow. And our stories are similar in a way because you talk about really having that passion for entrepreneurship, not really wanting to be attached to an entity or a job that could definitely use you when they need to, and when they're done with you, then they can go ahead and tell you to go ahead on about your business. So I thought it was extremely it's really congruent that you mentioned that because I had the same exact mindset. So now you have a new page, you in a new city. I mentioned that in my book and the importance of sometimes you have to take yourself out of that environment that allows for you to be comfortable, where you still have your friends, you got your homeboys, you got your parents, and you going hard, but you're not going as hard as you should because there is that comfortability. So you like, okay, well if I don't do it, then I can always just fall back at the house. So you have that mentality, so you're not really going as hard as you can. And for me, that was one thing that I did. I'm originally from Richmond, Virginia, but I moved to Atlanta to get out of the comfort zone. I moved here so that I would be able to, I wouldn't have anything to fall back on if what my plan A didn't work. I had to go hard and was back against the wall. So it's the same exact thing that you mentioned when you moved. It was back against the wall, and that's what allowed you to be able to to go out and really start grinding. So now you had your page, and you had already been doing. You already had started businesses and had made money online. So what was really your strategy starting for moving forward? Like, what was the first thing? Like, okay, this is the first thing I need to do because. And I just want to add this too. Well, matter of fact, you'll probably add it to the conversation. But you want to have a product or a service. But tell us how you went ahead and got started.
Yep. And I also want to. I just want to backtrack just a minute, just so to make sure people really get how important it is. How important the environment is. You can be a perfectly good seed, but if you are planted in the wrong environment, the seed will not grow. Like there are
Bars.
certain fruits that
Yes. Bars. Yes. Let's say that one more time. One more time, fam. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Go ahead.
But yeah, there are certain fruits that only grow in certain parts of the world because of the environment. They just literally cannot grow in other parts of the world. And it's simply because they're products of their environment. And you guys really, really, really need to get that, because some people feel like, oh, it can't just be the location that I'm in, the area that I'm in. It could be your job. That's your environment. It could literally be your job, the home you in, the people that are around you that is stopping you and stunting you from growing. You got to
Right.
get up and plant yourself. Whatever kind of seed you are, you need to be in the environment that's conducive to your growth.
Mm.
So I just wanted to backtrack and make sure people really got that, like got it. But
Thank you. Thank you
my
for
number
that.
one thing,
Yes. Yes. We appreciate those words of wisdom, sister.
absolutely. So my strategy for pretty much monetizing my Instagram was, I came on not thinking about the money, right? I came on, as you said, I came from a space of servitude. I came from a space of relationship building. I wanted
Mm.
to just to get to know people and see what it was that was going on with them, what was stopping them from
Mm.
achieving what they wanted to achieve. What did they feel like they needed to move forward? And I just came for 2 straight months, and I just gave. I gave. I didn't ask for no money. I didn't ask for anything in return. I just, in return, the only thing I asked was just implement what I give you and give me feedback on, you know, what you
Right.
need. Am I breaking this down correctly? Am I connecting with you? Is this digestible for you? But that's it. And I committed to being consistent, right? Showing up
Yep.
every single day, even when I didn't want to. And I committed to being of service. Right. That's the first way. That's the first step into the doors that you cannot unlock. Right.
Mm.
Even with money, right? There's some people that you can't pay to be in the room with them, but you can serve your way into their presence. So
Ooh. Ooh. Bars. Yes. Bars
so
again. Absolutely. You cannot pay your way into the room, but you can serve your way into the room. Please,
absolutely.
can you expand on that? You can't just drop us with, you can't just drop that and just leave it there. You gotta expand on that, because I am a living testimony, and I know you are, of understanding the power of service and also understanding the power of networks and relationships. See, you can have a lot of money in business, and people can just take your money, and because you have it, but it's not about you building those solid relationships to really get progress and move forward. So it's about building those genuine connections with people. So can you talk about that servitude, sis?
Absolutely. So the way I like to teach business is I always revert back to a relationship, because everyone has been in one or tried to be in one. And it's one of the easiest ways to understand business for me, as as somebody that's new to the entrepreneurial world. So as women, we like to think, you know, can't no man buy me. I don't care how much money he got, da 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 da
Mm-hmm.
da. If he trash, I don't care about the bread that he bringing. Now, if he's coming with a heart of service, right? He's asking me, am I okay? He's willing to do favors. He's willing to go out of his way, stop his schedule, and serve me. Like I said, from a heart of servitude, and not just throw money at everything. Imagine having children with a person, man or woman. You guys have children together, and all they doing is throwing money at you. Here, go get a babysitter. Here, go buy the clothes. Here, and they're never helping. No, I need you to
Right.
change a diaper. No, I need you to raise this child. No, I need you to spend time with this child. It's the same way. Money, everybody can go get money from somewhere, but everybody can't find a good servant heart, somebody with your talent. The way I serve you is not going to be the way that everybody else can serve you. You can buy help, but again, you can't buy a heart of servitude. You can't buy that heart posture. So it's just a different posture when you're coming to serve versus when you just like, here, go to bread. Here, can let me get in the room. You feel me? You might can get in the
Mm.
room, but you can't get that one-on-one time with that person when they look and see, oh, they over there working. You know what I'm saying? They respect what I'm doing, and it took the time out, right? We've
Mm.
heard of it. There's a guy named what's his real name? Jamal King.
Mm.
He's a 9 to 5 millionaire. This man literally how he got in the good graces of Eric Thomas was he continued to show up. Eric not pressed about no bread. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? But he continued to show up and serve. The man was a millionaire. Jamal was already he already was making bread. These two men making bread,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't see. Once you get up to a certain level of money, it's not about that no more. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Right.
not. It's not about that. So coming from a heart of just the heart posture of just let me help you. Where can I help? Where can I fill in at? How can I make your life easier? How can I make things easier on you? Or how can I improve what you got going on is the key to a lot of stuff that people be stuck on.
That's a major key. That's a major key that a lot of people don't understand because, like you said, a lot of people think that they could just throw bread at situations. And as you mentioned, and one of the things that we teach our students at the ABS Tribe and in the BWO is having having that servant mindset, and being able to come to the people giving free game on your social media platforms. Giving is how you're going to be able to really gain an audience organically because they see value and you are making some type of impact in whatever lane or niche that you in. And to your point, like you said, it's not about the money. As you reach a certain level, it's not about the money because people making money. If you're doing what you supposed to be doing, you making money anyway. But that's not the measure of how genuine you are or a hard worker per se, but it's that character and being humble, and being willing to come in and serve and say, hey, listen, how can I make this situation better? How can I bring some results? So that's that just speaks to exactly what the internal fortitude has to be if you want to do this online. Yeah, you can have a great product if that's what you think you have. You can speak well, you can do all that good stuff. But if you're not giving and you're not in the servant mindset to the people, then all you're gonna do is really be online asking for money. You're gonna be on here asking people to buy stuff, asking people, begging them
Yeah,
to do this, and
begging.
that's not gonna, and you're not gonna see too much movement with that. So, all right, so now you decided you came in with the servant mindset, and we just giving free game on our social media platforms, and we just giving to the people. So what specific area, because I know that you do a lot of content creation, you teach on content creation, and how to make the content, how to do content marketing and things of that nature. So could you just talk about the specific business niche that you're in, and then move from there?
So I actually don't too much teach content marketing. It's because teaching content marketing is being yourself. Teaching somebody
Mm.
how to be themselves is a challenge, right?
Ooh,
You
I ain't never think about it like that. That's
you
good. That's good.
this is why people take content classes and they go to content after content, webinar, course, class, da 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 da, and they still
Mm-hmm.
not getting it. It's because they never got comfortable being themselves. Nobody can teach you how to be comfortable being yourself. Content is all around you, and when you get comfortable with being yourself, it's not an issue or a challenge to create content. So I don't particularly directly teach content. Um,
Mm.
like a direct teach content, right? When
Right.
when I got into the niche of Instagram growth, I started with hashtags, and I actually gave the class away for like I literally taught. I went, I was out networking, in different Facebook groups, and I said, "Oh my God, I really got this hashtag thing," because I went and did the research. I said, "What are people struggling with the most when it comes to organic growth?"
Mm.
Hashtags. It was hashtags. People couldn't get them hashtags. So let me go figure it out. You know what I'm saying? It can't be that hard because some people got it. You know what I'm saying? It can't
Mm-hmm.
be that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Figure it out. And I go on a Facebook group and I say, y'all, these hashtags really not like what y'all making it seem like. It's not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, and somebody was like, well, could you let me know what you did? And I'm like, I mean, I ain't about to text all that. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Right.
I do a little screen share, you know what I'm saying? So by the time I got done creating the screen share and like explaining exactly what was going on thoroughly, it was a 45-minute video. And I'm like, I wrote her back like, I mean, it turned into like a 45-minute video. If you still want it, I'll send it to you. And she was like, yeah, absolutely. And then other people commented like, I would like it too. I want it too. I want it too. I want it too. So I sent it to like 4 people and they watched and they was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Thank you so much. I was smart about it though, because I made sure the way that I sent it, I could take it back. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
lock
So
it
they
back.
couldn't
You know
keep
what I'm
that bad
saying?
boy.
You get a free look, you know what I'm saying, sample.
Mm-hmm.
And so after I validated the idea of this is what the marketplace needs, the way that I teach works, I went inside of another Facebook group. This is a paid Facebook group. The first time I went in a free Facebook group. I want y'all to get there's a mind shift when people pay to be in the room and when
Fact.
it's free to be in the room. I
That's a
went to
fact.
a paid group and I said the same thing. Hey guys, I really know this hashtag stuff. I don't see what y'all really making it a struggle for. I'm like, I should just do a class or ebook on this. And they was like, sis, where's the link?
Oh
Where,
wow.
where's the link? How do we pay? And I was
Goodness.
like, wait a minute. I was just playing. I wasn't, I was,
Uh huh.
I'm like, hold on, I'll be right back. Give
Yeah.
me,
Give
give
me a
me,
second. Give me a second.
give me a minute to figure this out real quick.
Right.
Send me your email in the meantime. I
Yeah.
had about
Okay.
100 DMs of emails of these people who wanted to sign up, and I had to manually enter
Mm.
all these emails because I didn't have any type of lead generation system funnel or anything set up. I
Set up.
wasn't
Yeah.
in business yet. You feel me? So I had to manually, and this is the stuff that people won't do. They say they want the bread, but this is the stuff that people will not do. I had to manually go in, take all of these emails, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, and literally send them emails one by one by one by one by one. And so I had them all inside of my ESP. And then I had to figure out how to create the sales page, the landing page, all of that, write the book. I did the pre-sales to really validate it because y'all could talk and say y'all want to buy it, but I need to see with
Mm-hmm.
some cash money
Spend that bread now. Spend
that
that
this is
shmoney.
what you want before I
Yeah.
created. Did so, created it. The third day after I launched it, made my first four-figure day, and it's been up ever since then. That turned into coaching, it's turned into other classes, memberships, speaking, other
Wow.
books. So
Wow. Wow. Wow.
yeah.
So it's so okay. So now, so your niche is more so Instagram growth. So it's Instagram growth. Now, do you specialize just on Instagram, or is it on other platforms as well? Or
I specialize only in Instagram. I teach only Instagram. I don't teach anything
okay.
else. I teach only Instagram, and it. I would say mainly probably because it's new. I think a lot of people try to spread themselves thin in the beginning instead of focusing on and mastering and letting the main thing be the main thing initially. I may branch out later, but right now,
Mhm.
yeah, Instagram is my bread and butter.
Yes, ma'am. So I asked that because I wanted to because the segue to that is when you're starting out for somebody that may be starting out having a business, they have a brand, they have a message, a service, and they're trying to get out to more people, and you say, okay, I want to get on social media. I get this question a lot: what's the best platform for me to get on? So I'm not gonna give my answer. I want your answer for what's the best platform to get on, and then do I stick to one platform? Should I have a Facebook and an Instagram? Should I have a Instagram and a TikTok? What's how should I do it?
So the best platform is the platform where your target audience is going to be. Your target audience could be mainly on Pinterest. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like
Right.
your target audience could be mainly on Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. Your target audience might not be on Instagram, and I might not be the coach for you, and that's fine. But you can't force me to teach you other platforms. But
Right.
initially, starting out, yes, you should focus 80% of your time at the minimum on that one platform. If you want to trickle in and, sprinkle, hey, I got a business over here on Instagram. Maybe you're on Facebook. Like I have a Facebook, but I don't focus my time on here. Every now and then I'll update, hey, if you guys want to follow along with me, get some business tips, da da da, make sure you hit me up on Instagram. Same with Twitter. I might go on Twitter once a year.
Said
TikTok,
once a year.
same thing. I go on TikTok more than any of the rest of them, but it's because I can use the exact same video,
Format. Mm-hmm.
reels. You know what I'm saying? It's if I can intertwine that same content and repurpose that same content, I'm cool. But it takes work to grow a meaningful organic audience.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then you got a full-time job that you got to worry about kids, you married, you're trying to have a regular life, and you're gonna try to think you're gonna blow up on two or three different social media platforms. And so
Yeah, that's gonna
you
be
got a
rough.
team, it's probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's gonna be rough, and I can bear witness to that because I am a person that tried to do that initially in the beginning. I was trying to, mainly operate on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. So yeah, so three platforms I was trying to operate on at the same time, and it's stressful. Like you said, you got to work, trying to have a regular job, trying to do all these different things, create content, but the different formats are different on each of the platforms. Like you said, the most integratable really is going to be your Instagram and your TikTok because you can use the same format videos, but Facebook and Instagram not so much because you have to change the format so it aesthetically can look proper on your Facebook page. So I agree wholeheartedly with that 100%. You need to focus on one platform, whatever platform it is that you find easiest. Then and the one that where you said your target audience is going to be at, then that's where you want to be at when it comes to it. What is her? Oh, okay, okay. So yeah, so absolutely. My sister is she is an Instagram growth coach. She teaches people how to build their businesses and brands and services online. And she is here with us today, and she's really telling us her story of how she became an entrepreneur, how she was able to grow, her first page up to 60,000, and then she's actually duplicating the process again and actually monetizing as well. We're not having a lot of followers, and as you mentioned earlier, Sister Kierra, you don't have to have a lot of followers. So as a person that's coming in and they don't have any followers and they're trying to make some money online, what are some tips that you would give them when it comes to that?
To go in not trying to make some money. I mean, it's just like a job. You can't go in to work the first day and expect to get a check. You got to work some time in the hole. You feel me? Different jobs at different times. Some of them is 1 week, some 2 weeks, some 3 weeks. But you got to work some time in the hole first. And you got to come with that same mentality. A lot of people need to just get a job while they're trying to build their business. A lot of people out
Ooh,
here struggling,
talk
right?
about that. Talk about that though, because a lot of people jump out into entrepreneurship, and they ready to get it going. They trying to leave the 9 to 5 and do all that kind of stuff. But you remember, you got bills that due every 30 days. So you might not make no money on Instagram the first 30 days, 60, 90 days or whatever. So you need to be able to cover the tab at the house, and so you ain't getting repoed or sleeping in your car and then blaming it on social media. So talk about that.
Or trying to quit on your business. It's so many people, if they just go ahead and get a job, you know what I'm saying? Stop fighting their ego. Understand, oh, okay, I've been trying to build this business for a year, it's not working. You probably just need a job. You probably just need some extra money coming in for now. Maybe you can go Lyft, Uber, what DoorDash, whatever. You need some extra income coming in right now, so you can invest in your business. Maybe you just an ad away, but you don't have the money to even put in the ad. Maybe you just a coach away, but you don't have the money to pay the coach. You mad at the coach because the coach charging what they charge, but you want to make what they make. You don't have the
Mm,
money to invest into them. Get a job. And
mm,
that'll take away you trying to build a business out of lack, out of scarcity, you know what I'm saying, out of a desperation. And
mm.
it'll help you to build a business again out of servitude. It'll help you build a sustainable business because you really want to help people, not because you need to pay your bills next month.
There you have it, family. Listen, sister is bringing the gems. If you just coming in to the Campaign TV show, I am your host, Brother King Cam, and I am here with our sister, Kierra Sade. She's talking to us about how to grow on Instagram. She is an Instagram growth coach and entrepreneur, and we are here just listening to her story, getting as many gems and as many tips as we can so we can apply it to our business and our brand. She was just talking about how it's very important not to try to start a business and build one out of lack. A lot of us start a business and we go into it trying to make money. And I've done this. So everything she says, she's speaking to me. You know how when you be in church and the pastor be speaking and then you be like, oh, he talking to me. This he talking directly to me. See, that's what she's doing right now. She's talking directly to me because I did that. I started the first business I ever started, legit business, legal business I ever started was a power washing company. I didn't put in no time as far as like development clients doing nothing. I jumped out there with a power washer and the wand, and I spent my little money that I did have to get all of the products and services. I'm like, hey, you need to come get your car washed, get me so I can do all your sidewalks and your porches and all that because I need this bread. And then after the family and friends phase wore off, because you got the family and
Right,
friends phase to help you
right.
out, and mess with you because you know them and they know you. But after that, you don't have no real clients and no clientele. So now you dry as on or what out here trying to figure out how you gonna make some money. So, and that's because I didn't go through the process, family. So the process. A lot of us open for business, but we don't launch our businesses.
Yep.
Businesses have to be launched the same way albums are launched, the same way any other thing that's coming out. Movies are launched. They give you trailers, they give you premieres, they give you all of that stuff first before you get the full body of work. So it's the same exact thing. Restaurant openings, they don't just grand open. They have what is called soft openings and all of that kind of stuff first before they move on to the next thing. So it's very important that we think about that. So, Sister Kierra, so go ahead and tell us now, what products you have available, your coaching, what you have going on now.
So right now, I still have my hacking hashtags ebook and course. That's still my number one bestseller, even almost a year later.
Mm,
I have a ebook from scratch academy where I teach you how to write an ebook completely from scratch, which is the thing that got me started in business. I started with an ebook and expanded to what my business is now. Like I said, coaching, group coaching memberships, classes, courses, other ebooks, etc. And then I have my Grow Your Gram Academy, which specifically just takes a person from zero to an audience of people who are ready to buy. And then we move from the next step from that. But that course specifically focuses on growing an audience from zero, or reviving your audience if that's what you need to do, and taking them from not interested to sis, make a product or sell a product or go buy a product. And this go guy, you guys, this is even for people who sell physical products. You guys go and buy all these clothes, all these
mm,
shoes,
mm.
and all this products, and then you wonder why you can't get it off. You didn't warm your like Brother King Cam said, you didn't warm your audience up and even see if these were the type of clothes they were interested in,
If
if
they were,
these were the type of
mm-hmm,
shoes. This is why people do pre-sales. Hey, you guys want these shoes? They're pre-order only. That's what they're doing. They're making sure that they're not going to waste money on a
mm,
what you
on a,
call a container of shoes, a whole container of shoes that nobody not gonna buy. That's how I end up at the Goodwill, which it's not a bad thing, but it's bad for your pockets. But
absolutely.
yeah, those are the things that I have, among other things. But those are the things that I'm focused on right now that I have as far as products.
Yes, ma'am. So, so to the person out here that may be wanting to get online and to start a business, they see a lot of this stuff happening and trending and stuff, and they say they don't have a product or they don't have a service. You mentioned and specialize in ebooks and things like that. So, what do you say to the person that doesn't think that they can write a book? What am I going to write a book about, Coach Kier? What am I going to write a book about? I don't know. How could you help me with that? I never wrote a book before.
Well, you're gonna write a book about whatever you know. There's people would pay for what you know. I mean, period. You probably been on a job for 10 years and you learned how to do customer service, right? You may have worked at Walmart in packaging for a
Mm,
year. You can talk to us about packaging, right? There's people who don't know how to package their stuff when they're delivering, whatever. Like it's all about what you know, going out into the marketplace and understanding what is the problem. What is the problem? Where is their problem? That's what entrepreneurs do. We just solve problems. Going
right.
and figuring out what problem you know how to solve, and you know how to solve a problem. Like you literally know how to solve a problem. You go to work and you solve problems every day. How can
That's
you
it.
monetize off of that knowledge too?
Mm. And that's what I talk about a lot. I tell you, you have a problem plus an entrepreneur equals your business right there. All you have to do is provide the solution. All you have to do is figure out what the solution is to the people's problems. They say it all day long on Twitter, on Facebook. They talk, they speak their mind, and they tell you exactly what their problems are.
Mhm.
Now you have to figure out a solution to that. That's your business. That's
Yep.
really your business right there. And so talk about products, right? Talk about, outside of the ebooks. We know that ebooks, speaking on your expertise, things that you may know is and I don't want you to go into it, obviously, because you got a course for it and things of that nature. But other products, other digital products, course creation and things like that. Could you talk to the people about doing that, developing those?
Yeah, absolutely. So course creation is the same idea. It's packaging your knowledge up so that you can position yourself to help people get through a certain problem. Courses sell for you should sell courses for more than an ebook, depending on what you got in the ebook and what you got in a course.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I teach ebook first. But you can absolutely create a course first, especially if it's going to be something like teaching someone how to do a silk press, or teaching someone how to cut hair at home. Like if you're a barber, or you know how to cut hair, you ain't even got to be a licensed barber. You can literally know how to cut one type of style, and you can package that up into a 4-part course. First part is going to be picking out the right razor shaver, what you call
Mm-hmm.
it? I don't even know
Clippers.
what it's called. You feel me? Imagine
Yeah.
I'm a single mother. I have a son, especially during when the pandemic just happened, for those
Mm.
barbers who were stuck and couldn't make any money. How about you sit your phone up in front of a ring light or a
Yeah.
lamp if you don't have one,
Yeah.
and say these are the type of what you call them,
Clippers. Clippers.
clippers that
Mm-hmm.
you should buy for a little boy's head.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you prep the boy's head. Alcohol. I don't know what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Again,
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying? This would be a beginner's class for a mom who's never had hair. She's her son at the crib looking like don't
Okay.
nobody care about. Then doing steps, you're gonna shave the side first. Then you go. That's one step. The next
Mm-hmm.
video gonna be the lineup. You know what I'm saying? The next step, maybe he got a little. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's your teenager. He grown a little stubble right here. You
Facial
gonna
hair.
line
Yeah.
his stupid up. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It's so, and it's something like that could have made somebody 6 figures a year, and it still can. It still can. You can sell a course like that for whatever price you want to put on there, and then you could attach a Facebook group to it and have people post their best work. Have a contest for them every month, letting people seeing who improved. Oh, this was my son's first haircut. Now we on haircut 10. I'm a pro. Now
Mm.
people, they like, dang, I didn't even know I had this talent. Now you can create a whole mastermind for people who want to open their own barbershop, right? You
Oh,
to
there
just
you
move
go.
from one step to the next step. And for people who do services and things like that, who feel like they can't monetize and package up, even people who have boutiques. Oh my gosh, I don't know, how can I write an ebook? I have a boutique. You can write an ebook on how to dress for a date night, right?
Mm.
What
Right.
are some questions you should ask on the first date? Here's 10 questions that you need to ask on the first date, and then embed your outfits inside of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Here's 10
Mm-hmm.
questions you need to keep in mind when going to get a new job, and then have your interview outfits with the
Right.
links embedded inside of it. And create a video course, you know what I'm saying? Or a membership group where you literally just y'all do mock interviews every week on Saturdays or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And send them outfits. You can have a subscription-based business as a boutique. I'm gonna send you a new outfit every month, and then you got residual income. It's just you just got to be able to open your mind, and when you can't open your mind, go find a coach who can open it for you.
That's heavy right there because I think this society has taught us to be lazy with our minds, right?
Hmm.
It's taught us to be lazy with our minds, and because we're lazy with our minds, it's hard for us to kind of fathom how this stuff kind of works because we kind of used to just showing up somewhere and clocking in and
Yeah,
doing what they're telling us to do and then leave and you get a paycheck in 2 weeks. Well, the difference is here you have to actually use your mind, and the goal is to work smarter, not harder. A lot of people say that the goal is to work smarter, not harder. So how do you create and get into your mind and bring out of your mind all of these different things? I mean, she just really laid out a course and a course of action for anybody that may be a barber or a beautician or anything, loctician, anything of that nature. You could use that blueprint that sister just said and really go to the next level. But how can you take what's in your mind and bring it out and really get creative? Each and every step that you have, that you know of something and you have an expertise of it, that can be a part of a course. That could be a chapter in an ebook because a lot of times because we know something is secondhand to us, we think everybody else knows it the same way we do. No,
yeah,
you have to break down the steps because there's somebody out there that doesn't know anything. It's somebody out here that doesn't know what a DM is. There's somebody that doesn't know how to write a comment with value in it. All of that type of stuff instead of just leaving generic comments under people posts. So all of the things that are kind of nuanced to us and things that we know about, you have to go and break it all the way down for the people. So for somebody that is is trying to start a business, Sister Kierra, and they trying to they trying to figure it out, and they having issues with really being in front of the camera. This is one of those ones that a lot of people talk about. They don't I don't want to be in front of the camera. How am I supposed to make this content? I don't know what to say and all of that kind of stuff. What are some tips that you would give them?
Brother King Cam, you know how I teach now.
Yeah,
You either want to be in front of the camera or you want to be broke. If you
that's
like
it.
watching people in front of the camera, how selfish of you to say, I don't want to be in front of the camera. Do what you got to do to pick your confidence up. I don't know. Fix your teeth, brush your hair. I don't know. A lot of people, they worried about stuff that ain't nobody worried about. They worried about their teeth. They worried about they a woman, they got to be. I got a beard too. So
Talk about
what?
that. Talk
Okay.
about that.
The
Right.
thing is, the people that will have something to say about you, because people will have something to say about you, they bring no value. Like they literally they're literally here to come and destroy your destiny and your dreams. And how foolish of you to let them, right? How
Mm,
foolish of you to let somebody broke, bored, ignorant come and destroy what God has put in you for you to give to his children.
mm,
Um it, it's just, just about, just you gotta get it over, gotta get that first one over with. You got that first, you gotta hit that first live, you gotta press live, you gotta get that first video over with, and then do it again the exact same way you just did it the last time. Whatever you had to do to get yourself to do it the first time, do it again, and keep doing it and keep doing it. And don't compare yourself. Don't compare your year five, no, somebody else's year five to your year none. Right?
mm.
Yeah, their
Talk
videos
about
look
that.
good. Yeah, they sound look good. Yeah, he got a microphone. He been doing this.
Right.
You think he started with this stuff? You know what I'm saying? No,
Mm.
nobody starts with everything that they have, right? Everybody starts with what they only have. You know what I'm saying? This is what I have. This is what I got to start with. But you got to get out there and you got to start, or be shy and introverted and to yourself and broke.
Again, I told you, Pastor Kira, you gotta stop talking to me. You talking about me and how and this is one of the things I tell people all the time about my story. When I moved to Atlanta, I didn't have no equipment. I didn't have no equipment. I didn't have a laptop, a camera, a microphone, a keyboard. I didn't have nothing. When I was in VA, I had a podcast, but the podcast was made up of other people's equipment. My man had the laptop and his computer, the desktop. They had the microphones and all of that, the camera, all of that. I was just like the host. So when I moved to Atlanta, I didn't have any of that. So what I did was I got a job, regular job, and I saved up my money and bought the pieces of equipment that I needed one by one. Bought a lot of it off of Facebook Marketplace, so we wasn't going to Best Buy trying to buy no brand
Okay.
new Macs, trying to get
Okay.
no brand new cameras and all of that. No, I got my camera, my DSLR, um, Rebel Canon Rebel that I have, that I still have today. I bought that off Facebook Marketplace, and it was basically brand new. Spent $500 for it. It was probably about worth 700 at the time if you bought it brand new, and it was pretty much it was pretty much brand new because the person that had it never used it. They opened it like one time, they never used it, and they say, "Hey, look, I got to get rid of it. I'm gonna sell it for $500." Boom, I bought it. So you can catch the deals. You able to get everything that you need, and then the next thing I got was the camera. The computer that I got off Facebook Marketplace again. So we really have no excuses. We just stop ourselves because we have in our mind and in our head how this thing's supposed to look as a finished product, but you don't even get started. You don't even get started. So I think that was a beautiful point that you made about that, Sister Kira. And could you just let the people know how they can get your services, how they can stay tapped in with you, how they can catch your live classes, get your courses. Please update us and let us know how they can follow you.
Absolutely. So you guys can screenshot this so you can get the proper spelling of my middle name. And it's spelled just like that on Instagram, Kierra Sade. You can catch me on Instagram. Click the link in my bio. I got plenty of good freebies in there that you can take advantage of. And just make sure you tap in. I'm always live doing, free courses, etc. Yeah, just tap in. My DM is always open. When I can answer it, I don't know, but I get to it. You know what I'm saying? I get to
Right.
it in a decent amount of time if I must say so myself. But yeah, that's pretty much how you can get in touch and stay in touch with me.
Well, there you have it, family. This is Sister Kierra Sade, and we just want to say from the Campaign TV show that we are thankful and appreciative for you joining us today, sister, just giving us those gems on how we can grow our businesses, brands, and services or systems on Instagram, and how we can utilize some of the steps, giving value, bringing impact, utilizing the hashtags and all of these different things that we could use to grow our platforms, family. So again, we thank our sister for joining us today. I want to ask everybody that if you got some value out of this podcast show, I want you to like, I want you to share it, I want you to push it out to as many people, as because it may be somebody that that's trying to get started on Instagram, that's trying to get started on social media, and needs some of the barriers that Sister Kierra was able to knock down as as she talked to us today. So, Sister Love said, "Thank you, sister. I appreciate you." Got a lot of good feedback. Brother Dawood said, "Wow, amazing." So we got some good feedback from the gems that you was giving us, Sister Kiera. So just hold tight. With you, Sister Kiera, and family, this is the Campaign TV show. We thank you for watching, and we will see you next week. And if you would like to keep the show going and help us out, you can always donate. It's scrolling across the bottom. The Campaign TV show on Cash App, $ Campaign TV show, or on PayPal. You can send us a donation there so that we can keep bringing these wonderful guests on the show and keep bringing as much value and impact as possible. So we'll see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. I am your brother, King Cam. Peace.
Bye.